Hey everyone, this is Riddle Hakoreja Raven with my recap and review of Boruto Naruto Next Generations, episode number 103, which is titled Migration Season. So it picks up right from where the events of the previous episode left off. We know that Mr. Tosaka betrayed Boruto and the rest, which kind of makes sense because when it comes to these filler episodes, whenever a new character is introduced, they're either an enemy or some sort of friend. So yeah, it could have gone either way with Mr. Tosaka, but it turns out that nope, he is a crazed scientist. Anyway, he is obviously very attracted in a scientific manner with Jugo. For him, Jugo is a very interesting piece of scientific data which he wants to mine because Jugo's um, curse mark is the original one and very rare as far as Mr. Tosaka is concerned, and he wants to perfect it. Anyway, while all of this is happening, the twins have caught up to their prey. So the boy twin is going to fight Sumire, Wasabi, and Namida, while the girl twin is going to fight Karin and Salad. And they like press this button on their collar, and the curse mark spreads throughout their body, and they turn into Digimon or whatnot. Anyway, so Mr. Tosaka ends up explaining why he decided to capture Jugo and yada yada yada, and how he wanted to come closer to Jugo, but then Boruto ended up like entering this mission, and then Suigetsu and Karin came, and things got complicated. Now, the way that Mr. Tosaka is like talking about Jugo, it's very creepy. And I loved it. I loved every second of it because if you guys remember when Mr. Tosaka was introduced, he was the kind of scientist who likes to lick everything in order to learn more about it. And I was actually waiting for Mr. Tosaka to lick Jugo. I mean, I was waiting for it. Like he had in one of the scenes, he had his hand on this area, and I was like, Mr. Tosaka, what are you doing? And just look at him. Just it's creepy. It's creepy. Anyway, while Mr. Tosaka is doing his evil monologue, Sugetsu turns his hand into water and he tries to unbuckle Jugo's belts. But the people from those researchers from the land of rivers notices and they electrocute Sugetsu. And while all of this is happening, like Sumire's fight with that evil cursed mark twin, it was very interesting to me. Like Sumire, I don't know about you, but to me, I am a fan of Sumire. She didn't have anything to do in the manga, but anime-wise, she had her entire arc with Niue. And then this fight, like awesome. She is using these water jutsus like a pro, and she's trying to hold her own against the evil twin while also trying to protect her friends. And the entire fight sequence was amazing. Now, of course, she isn't powerful enough to take down the twin, and the twin is getting bored, and he asks Sumire to like do her summoning, and she does. But turns out that Niue hasn't still recovered all of its chakra, so it's still very small. So Niue won't be much help anyway in the battle. While all of this is happening, Karin and Salad try to fight their twin, their evil twin that they're fighting. And while the boy twin had super strength, the girl twin is super fast, and it's difficult for Karin and Salad to keep track of her movements. And of course, Salad has to use her Sharingan to kind of make sense of the movements, but her Sharingan consumes way too much chakra. So they'll have to think of another plan. So turns out that the serum that Wasabi and Namida used, it works, and they have recovered. They aren't fully recovered, but at least they are able to help Sumire during battle. Like now Sumire is like, we three will fight this evil, we four, because Niue is there too. We four will fight this evil boy twin. And I'm like, girls, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but you four aren't strong enough. So Karin, being a sensory type and belonging to the Uzumaki family, she's able to detect the chakra of the girl evil twin that they're fighting, and she's able to tell Salad where she's coming from. But even then, that girl is quite strong, and Salad isn't able to keep up, and she goes in for the final blow. But again, Karin, being from the Uzumaki clan, is able to use her chakra chains to hold the girl in place for as long as she can. And she also tells Salad to bite into her so that she can recover all of her chakra. So it was a good scene, and we also see Karin telling Salad about how Sakura saved her life once. And if you guys remember, it was when Sasuke ended up hurting Karin, and Sakura didn't kill Karin and stuff like that, and she was able to save Karin's life. So yeah, due to the fact that Karin is using way too much chakra to hold this Pokemon in place, and also because Salad has lost a lot of chakra as well. Karin knows that when she begins giving her own chakra to Salad, she won't be able to hold this Pokemon in her chains and yada yada yada, which kind of didn't make a lot of sense because again, if you guys remember, Karin was able to give a lot of her chakra to heal Tsunade during the war. So, I mean, Karin should have enough chakra to keep the Pokemon in place with her chakra chains, as well as heal Salad. But you know what? I guess the episode wanted to raise the stakes. Anyway, once fully recovered, Karin tells Salad where the enemy is coming from, and Salad is able to, using her Sharingan, she is able to land a clean hit with her full power onto the Pokemon, and they are able to defeat their enemy. And I also like the scene where Karin was like, "You have impressive Sharingan, and like incredible strength, or like strength which has no incomparable strength." And I like that word, incomparable strength, because even though Sasuke and Naruto and a lot of other ninjas are stronger than Sakura all around as all rounders, when it comes to strength, like none of them, as far as I can tell, none of them in their base form can like compete with Sakura and her brute strength. So that was a good line for me. Anyway, Konohamaru and Mitsuki is like, I know where the rest of the people are, so we should go help them. But Konohamaru comes up with the strategy because the researchers from the land of rivers have this boat, and they might use that boat to spread the virus or the curse mark to other people. So Konohamaru and Mitsuki decide to take those researchers out. And yep, it turns out that Sumire and her team were not able to defeat their enemy. However, Sumire is able to use some sort of distraction, and she's able to take her friends into safety. And this is where they have this conversation about Nue needing chakra, because they need to fight brute strength with brute strength, and Nue is the only weapon that they have right now. So Sumire's friends are like willing to give their own chakra so that Nue can grow up. And of course, Nue does grow up and he's able to defeat the enemy. And Nue begins to like absorb chakra from the enemy as well. And Sumire has to tell him to stop. Now you can see that there's something going on between Sumire and Nue. Nue is becoming more tougher for Sumire to handle. So I'm not sure about you guys, but I really think that Nue being like created as a weapon that absorbs chakra and then explodes like a bomb, I really think that Sumire will have to give Nue away. Maybe she might end up giving it to Jugo, because Nue might be able to absorb Jugo's pent-up curse mark chakra without like experiencing any side effects. So I really think that Nue might end up going to Orochimaru. I don't want that to happen. I want Nue to like stay with Sumire, but who knows what the anime writers have decided. So moving on, it turns out that Mr. Tosaka has injected himself with his own experimented curse mark, which according to Mr. Tosaka is the perfect form of the curse mark that he extracted from Jugo. And being a scientist, he wants to see whether or not his perfected concoction will be able to beat Jugo in full power. So that's what's going to happen in the next episode. While Salad and Karin try to make their way back to the village, like Karin notices that there's a lot of noise going on, and Salad realizes that it's migration season and the geese are going to start migrating, but they can't do that because they need to make sure if all of the geese that have curse marks are like in quarantine or whatnot. So these two decide to like stop the geese from migrating. And Boruto tries to free Jugo, but yep, Jugo has been infected by some sort of stimulant by Mr. Tosaka. So Jugo is going to transform into his perfect form, and then he is going to fight Mr. Tosaka in his cursed mark form. And yeah, I enjoyed this episode a lot. I really did. I really enjoyed this episode a lot, and I'm looking forward to what happens next. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comment section below. And until next time, stay happy, stay safe, stay blessed. I'll see you guys later.